Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, Wargame, Red Dragon. Good to have you back. Again, if you enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. We're playing the campaign here. Bear versus Dragon, rather Dragon versus Bear, because we are China, of course. So we have just taken Vladivostok and securing credits, Otka, Lenny Kravitzville, rather. And we have some units to buy, of course, and I don't think I took advantage of that yet. Definitely want to buy myself the 16th Shock Regiment, and also the anti-air company would be really effective as well. First off, I think we'll start with the anti-air company just because look at all the aircraft we have here. We've got attack squads and fighter squads everywhere, so I think we're going to have to start with that. We'll save up for the tanks next, and what I do want to do is they may be a little bit more beneficial to be in Lenny Kravitzville. So we'll send those right over, and we'll have the rest of our tanks and such R&R if they need to. I think we've only got a group of 4 there, and they're all ready to go. So we'll go ahead and end our turn once we're good here. We have no planned attacks. I could follow through to Belushi Kamen, or Beloshai Kamen, and I don't think I'm going to do that yet, though. We do have some tanks arriving from the north, and it would be good to take one of these airfields first. So what I want to do is defend this area, since it's kind of our open door to bringing in the rest of our reinforcements. But getting the North Koreans in here, of course, will be much more important, since they've got heavier units as well, and they're pretty plentiful in this region, and pretty well, they're up to the task. As you can see, they've got artillery, tank battalions, shock regiments, and the assault regiment as well. That's one I'm going to want for the future. So let's go ahead and end turn, and we'll go ahead and let the enemy fall onto us. Ah, looks like they're coming down. Okay, oh, looks like we've got some helicopters. That's fantastic. Let's see. Comrade Major, our advanced recon has just detected a large armored formation approaching from the north. This is the enemy counteroffensive we've been waiting for. See, I kind of did... Oh, I guess there's more than one tank there. Well, I was assuming these were tanks or something coming down. That might be it right there. Oh, actually, it's probably all right here, too. So I was assuming that there would be tanks rushing down. I mean, they did kind of hint to it earlier in the campaign. And what we do want is to bring in some extra income. We're going to have to take USSRville and Dongying. So you have Yursursk and Dongying there. Both difficult to say, but anyway, we'll buy the rest of our forces. We do have some... Damn, the Udaloy. Yep, and... Yep, Nunchuck over there. So the good thing is though we have Naval Sector Delta, if they try to go Foxtrot Charlie, we can cut them off. So either they're going to have to crash into us, or they're going to have to try to go around us, and then we can crash into them. Don't want any more Marines. I'd want the 16th Shock Regiment now. So we'll go ahead and send in a regiment of tanks, and we can call in some refitting as well, refit the battle group, and get everything back up and running. But I'm not going to do that just yet. We do have MiG-29Ks here that are armed with pretty much only anti-air weapons, and we do have a group of special forces that could cut us off at the airfield. The area is just ripe for the taking. Su-24 could hinder us. We also have, let's see, we have, do we have bomber aircraft here? Yes, the MiG-21 with its cluster bombs, and the MiG-25 with its air superiority. So really any aircraft we were to bring out would be bad at this point. We just got to push them back by capturing airfields in the area. So one of the toughest decisions I'm going to have to make is, do we pull AA away from Kravitzvotska and bring it into one of these airfields? We have a helicopter coming, so boom, 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 there's going to be 3 there. So I'm going to go ahead and make the decision then to immediately attack then on USSRville. And the reason I'm going to do that is because we've got really the advantage here, and we need to start taking areas to have more points for the final push on Kalarovovo, or Kavelerovo. Yeah, I'm going to have to say that quite a few times to get it down. I know a lot of you will scold me on the names, but that's why I give them funny names, because I'm not a native speaker of that, so why would I even try? We've lost cohesion on some of these tanks here. This group looks ready to go. The Shock Regiment just arriving with their Michael Jackson tanks. As you can see here, they've got Chamonaho and Chamonaho 2, so you've got the ABC, Michael Jackson, and Thrilla. So we'll send those in. And we'll send those in with the Marine Regiment. Those are going to be some great troops there. We'll keep our tank regiments back then and get them under R&R, Marinair. And we'll refit those. This group here, the 2nd Tank Regiment, I'm going to hold back. They've got supplies, and they've got plenty of tanks, and a lack of AA, as where this group has a little, one more AA unit, but I'm going to use this one as my attacking unit. So the 19th will be the attacker, and the 2nd will be the defender. But of course, that's all subject to change. We could also attack Lenny Kravitzville, which we're going to be, if you can see here, there's a ton of mean bastards there. You've got the 10th Tank Battalion, which is 32 T-3485s, the 69 variant, and 32 12254s. So it's going to be a blam blam spam. So we are going to definitely need some numbers to take those out. Now what we could do is at Lenny Kravitzville, if they attack, which they're probably going to do, all we have to do in order to get around that is basically just put ourselves into defensive positions in the buildings and just chew through all those tanks as they try to attack us. We'll probably have them surrounded immediately. So anyway, let's get to it then. We'll attack USSRville. And looks like we've got a pretty big area to attack here. And shouldn't be too hard to take, though. We have... whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second. We sent our tanks and they moved into the region, but we still need to wait one extra turn in order to do that. Is that true? Let's go ahead and cancel that then. Damn it. I always hate that. Alright, so I could have taken that with the... We're not going to do it with the Marines alone, I don't think. We've got T-62s. We've got 24 right... Yeah, we're going to need support of these tanks. There's no way I'm doing that without the tanks. Alright, we'll end the turn then and we'll get some extra points. That'll be turn 6 that will be on then. Computer's taking its moves. Oh, good. It went right into Lenny Kravitzville. Ooh, and I'm bringing everything. Okay, let's go ahead and launch the battle then. We'll go ahead and do what we said here first then. Hopefully we can take out a lot of these choppers and surround them and slow them down. Ah, yes, you can see they've already taken the center. So a good plan here is we've got air. Only one area where they can call out air. So it would be in my best interest to put a ton of AA somewhere in this valley. So that way if they're going to try to fly and bomb us, their planes are just going to immediately fly into the ground. So we got some ponages here. So I'm going to go ahead and use those. They'll need some supplies as well. So what I would do want to do is we're dangerously close to the Dongning area. But we'll put some infantry up there to basically cut them off, and you can guarantee that they're going to have UAZs at Charlie. So what we're going to want to do is have every zone have infantry in it, and then try to cut them off, and also shoot down any of their aircraft immediately. So we'll send 2 of these here, and 2 of these into the valley. We'll send infantry reinforcements as well, and we may want some recon too, just to make absolutely sure that we can see those units. So this group here will go up onto the hill, and this group at the bottom will go somewhere between these 2 villages here. At Charlie, we're going to have to block that. They do have the T-34s up here, so that's going to be a cluster F. So one thing I want to do is put our own troops in the village here, command troops there, and then that's all we're going to have. So the rest that I want to do, and the reason we're doing that is because we can call them out closer to Charlie. So I'm going to block here at Xingying. And by the way, we can call out Strela too, which is going to be a good defensive position at Delta if they try to get out. Man-pads are just amazingly deadly in buildings. They are almost invisible and have a crazy range. So we'll block here at Xingying, and we'll go ahead and also put some troops in at Delta. Go ahead and put 2 of these troops in. I thought we only had 2, but we actually have 12. Put some of those BTRs loaded with AA there. And we'll also have some here at the area at Vladivostok. So we should have good enough AA at the moment. We could also call in some artillery to smoke these bastards out, these tanks, and try to get them very close to us. In fact, if we were to lure them in, I don't know if they'd fall for it, but we could try to lure them over here to the village and chew them up. Though, you know, 100... in second thought, 155,000 small-barreled guns are going to chew through infantry, but it's not like we have an alternative with tanks. So what I'll do is I'm going to turn these positions more into a defensive zone. We could have sent over one of those earlier tank battalions. However, I want to keep them where they're at. And the reason I'm doing that... Oh, you know what? We'll put the elites over here. The reason I'm holding on to all my tanks is because I don't know what the computer's going to do. I don't know what special event can come up. I just am not going to even risk losing one of our main points where we get, you know, 10 reinforcement points or 10... I don't know exactly the term, but I don't want to waste or lose any of those points at all. So I don't want to do that. Alright, so we've pretty much called out everything we can. Put artillery in the back. No supplies. Hopefully we can cut them off with a good group of, you know, we're going to keep a command or APC there to look for commands. So hopefully that's everything we need. Let's go ahead and make them bleed. Let's go. Alright, so we'll go ahead and deploy some of these. And we'll get rolling down the road here. Looks like they may have abandoned that area at Charlie, but don't be too easily fooled. They probably have 1,000 tanks coming in every direction. Which makes us hope that they call out more things we can shoot down with our AA. Alright, we'll get our artillery ready. See if we can piss them off. Oops. Oh, you know what? This isn't too bad. We'll have our infantry proceed on foot. Oh, there's an MI9 peeking around. God, already could come in any second. Oh, beautiful. MI4. Waste of missiles, but we definitely needed to stop those from moving around. We'll come in at Charlie and secure this village. Oh, what the hell? The stray list stop moving? You idiots. I told you to move to that village. They could have popped that thing if they were faster. Alright, anyway, we do want to put our AA around. There comes the MiGs. Miss, miss. MiGs are heading right for the Strelas. Alright, so artillery's fallen there. Have our troops take over this village here and block all areas for the enemy infantry to go around. Looks like they're still trying again with choppers for the second time in a row. We'll get up there and block them. Your Malayukas are useless here. Alright, so they're sending a command helicopter to Delta. That's great. They're trying to plow through and... Oh, better get our... So I have to zoom out because otherwise that shooting would just be wildly annoying. I mean, I have to be out in space in order to stop hearing it. They're getting our ponages right now in our recon. That's a shame. Oh, we have 70% of the points we need to win. Goodbye to that enemy, double enemy helicopters there that are gone. Beautiful. Our morale dropped down quite a bit. Huge loss on those AA units. Very unfortunate. And our close recon has been destroyed. That's also unfortunate. Oh well. We'll have to continue on then. Good hit on them though. Send in some tank reinforcements now. We'll put our 19th in instead. And the remaining tanks will stay here. We now have a group of total points of 25, which I will call in the Air Assault Regiment. And that'll help to defend Vladivostok, and the reason I called those in, I don't know if it probably won't say it now, but oh, here we are. We have the 16 airborne troops plus 4 Mi-8 gunships, so that's going to be extremely useful. So the tanks are ready to go. Lenny Kravitzville's ready to go. We should, I don't know if we have our reinforcements here yet. At USSRville, we do. The shock troops and the Marines versus a tank company and a rifle battalion. So we have 2 regiments versus a battalion and a company. So we'll see exactly what happens here. And then we'll finish it up in Lenny Kravitzville. Hopefully, damn, those enemy aircraft are fast movers. Wish we could have shot more of those down. We hit only choppers, but man, were we good at smashing those commands. That was great. Okay, moving on then to this battle. I've not yet played in this map in multiplayer, I don't believe. I kind of like, actually, that there's very unfamiliar territory to me. And speaking of unfamiliar, it's very unfamiliar for me to have a huge moral lead over the enemy. Rather, morale. Morale. It's going to be immoral, though, what I'm about to do to them, because we got some big points to spend and some real nice numbers here. They don't really have much to call in terms of AA support, so or aircraft at all, so our A is not really going to be needed. As usual, the enemy's probably going to spam and scram, which means they're going to try to send out transports and commands everywhere they can go. So we'll bring up Korshun, and let's see. We'll bring up 3 of these hardened TO-55s, as well as some tanks. Really the best thing little Kim's got. Actually, what year is it? 79? Yeah, Kim's still alive, so we're good. Let's see. So we've got 16 cargo trucks. Not going to need that. We don't have any artillery, so no real need for a FOB. However, I'm going to go ahead and sell it regardless. Because if it was destroyed, we're probably not going to get another one. So we'll go ahead and bring some of our heavier tanks to Bravo, since it's closer. And we're going to try to go from Bravo to Bolshokamen. It's also where their aircraft are going to come in, both on those sides, but no bombers or anything that I saw. PT-76s we'll put in groups again. Tank recons are great together in groups, and the reason that is just because you have less to micro, and they can kind of work together. As whereas if it's just a Jeep or a group of infantry, recon infantry, just go ahead and split them up. Or at least that's what I found to be beneficial. I didn't see much to do with that in ALB, but this is a different story, a whole different beast. Too bad we don't have extra points for that. We only have the 1 call-in zone, and not enough points to call in anything else. We do have a Chimona. We have a Michael Jackson, I don't know, This Is It tour tank, which is the Chimona Ho CV. You'd think I was a huge fan at this point, but anyway. And I'd like to thank you guys again for being fans. Alright, let's get this done. A little extendo episode for you. Holy crap, already with the... Oh, okay. Well, good. We can go ahead and flank them. Oh, damn Malayukas again. They're going to be insta-act, too. Better get the infantry out. Alright, we're going to come in on the side. Try to hit them. Got a lot of BTRs moving around. Try to target everything we've got there. Send our infantry forward to block any of that crap. Spam and scram, there she is. Shimano Hose 2 are being finished off pretty easily. A good tank, but only good in greater numbers. I don't know why our hose didn't go for that thing. Man, these hose be tripping. Alright, so Man, we're getting pretty swarmed. Let's start taking out transports. Cheap shit. End this quickly. Okay losses on infantry. Okay losses on tanks. PT-76 is down there. Oh, we hit them straight on and got all the Malyukas to target some of our heavier tanks. 2 big losses, though, on one of those sides, but that's okay. And we pushed them out. Well done, comrade. Now that the enemy airport is under our control, you can post your squadrons there. They'll be able to intervene very close to the front. Fantastic. All right, so we should have extra points after this next turn as well. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably bring in a attack squadron of our own, the Q511 here, which I'd like to... There we go. Has cluster bombs on it for 90 points. And the North Koreans also have an attack squad that has... horrible. 50-point fighters, that's pretty good, so those will be definitely useful. Lenny Kravitzville will be attacked again. We've got our helicopters here, less of a threat now on Vladivostok. They're going to have to come through the USSRville. So anyway, we'll continue on next time. Again, it's good to see you guys, and we'll see what we can do. Really doing a good job to minimize losses here, really doing a good job to do a lot of good things, so that's good. All right, anyway, I'll see you. Cornucopia Pimpan, keep them strong. Lenny Kravitzville's up next.